COBUILD Learners Illustrated Dictionary is a brilliant dictionary suitable for children in classes 7, 8, 9 and 10. You can also use it in classes 4 and 5 if children get a lot of support with English from their parents at home and if children are really good at English and have very strong English skills. The real value of this dictionary comes from the enormous amount of information that it gives on how English is used. Obviously, you need to make sure children are comfortable looking words up, and there are worksheets on collins.in if you feel you need to revise any of the basic dictionary skills, such as the order that the letters come in the alphabet. When you've looked a word up in the COBUILD Learners Illustrated Dictionary, the first thing you'll see is the inflected forms. As with all other Collins School dictionaries, inflected forms, the plural forms of nouns, the forms of verbs, the comparative and superlative of adjectives, all of these forms are given in full. If a form isn't shown, it's because it doesn't exist. So if you look up an adjective and it shows you that it has a comparative form, if we think about happy, happier, then we know that form exists. If we look up an adjective and no comparative or superlative form is given, it's because none are used, and you need to form the comparative with more and the superlative with most. The next thing you'll notice is that we give help with pronunciation using the International Phonetic Alphabet. As teachers know, phonetics is the formal study of the sounds of a language and how we describe those sounds using the International Phonetic Alphabet. The dictionary includes a guide to using the International Phonetic Alphabet at the beginning, so students can look to the guide to help them use this information to work out how to pronounce a word. The next thing you'll see is that we give a part of speech label. And in this dictionary, we give very detailed parts of speech labels to help students improve their understanding of English grammar. So you'll see that a noun can be defined as a count noun, or as an uncount noun, or as a var, nvar. Nvar means variable. It means the noun is used in different ways depending on its context, and it can be countable or it can be uncountable. You'll also see that we label verbs, adjectives, prepositions, conjunctions, adverbs. There's lots of information about parts of speech in the dictionary. The next thing you'll notice is that the definition is in the form of a full sentence. Now, full sentence definitions do two things. They keep the meaning easy. They describe the meaning in a way which sounds like a teacher talking to a student. But they also, very importantly, show the word in its grammatical context. So if a child is looking up a noun, they'll show the noun as it's in its grammatical context. They'll show if the noun is countable or if the noun is uncountable. They'll show if a verb is used as a transitive verb or as an intransitive verb, because the definition of a transitive verb will include a typical object. So it will show a direct object that a student has to use with a verb. So students really need to read these definitions in detail to get the grammatical information from them. The next thing you'll see is that there'll be an example sentence. And again, the example sentence reinforces the grammatical context and will also show collocations. So if we think again of the word sky, the example might show blue sky, cloudy sky, to show the kinds of words that sky is used with in sentences. But this dictionary also has a lot more information in it. Let's say you've given a student an essay, or you want them to write a presentation on something like global warming, and the student is sitting at home and doesn't know the words for global warming. If they look up the entry global warming in the COBUILD Learners Dictionary, they'll see it will give them lots of information on how that word is used, will give them lots of vocabulary items that they can use, and will give them lots of cross-references to other entries they should be looking at. And you'll also find that the dictionary includes word families, and it also includes information on synonyms and antonyms, alternative words and opposites. So this dictionary is really perfect for students in grades 7, 8, 9 and above, and gives them a lot of information on how English is used and not just on English meanings. For more updates and for more information and more video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel on Collins India.